Alright, so boom, it's your boy, Jenk, living like Jenk. So, welcome to the video. This is my first time ever doing something like this. Usually, it's just vlogs up here. Vlogs, concerts, all that type of stuff. Just like regular lifestyle stuff. But, welcome to the first video of me doing like camera related content. It's gonna be short and sweet. It's not gonna be nothing long, drawn out, and just boring you with a bunch of like camera talk. I ain't gonna be doing all that, because half the time, like when I'm watching like a lot of camera creators, I'll just be like, dang, I'm kind of lost in the sauce right now. Like I really don't even know what you're talking about. Like it's still some things where I'll be like, yo, I gotta go search that up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what they be talking about half the time. And that's not like a diss type of thing. It's just like I'm here to know what I need to know, and I kind of go on from that. Like a lot of that stuff don't really be pertaining to me. Like a lot of the wildlife features don't be pertaining to me, but it is interesting to know. So that's why I say like I still try and go search it up a little bit to know, you know what I'm saying, what it is that they talking about and why it is that they're asking for what they're asking for. You know, for different photographers, videographers, whatever it is, hobbyists, whatever it is that you do while you're asking for what you're asking. You know, I try to know what y'all talking about a little bit. Sometimes I just kind of tone it out. So yeah, man, this video is really just gonna be me going over real briefly what's in my camera bag. Yeah, so I guess let's just get into it. So I hope this is good. So start with number one. We got the big boy, the Sony A7 IV, you know, with the small red cage on it. I got the 24-70 G Master Mark II. I got this camera a year ago now. Well, it's over a year. It was in January of last year, late January. I think it was like literally the last day of January of last year. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, it's the big boy. I pretty much kind of use this camera. For pretty much everything. I don't know why I said pretty twice. But yeah, I use this camera. Photos, videos, all that good stuff. I mean, it can pretty much, like I said, do everything. Like, it's really no limitations. Like every time I take this camera out and I use it for something, bro, like I just find myself getting better. Like it's like I feel like anybody, if you own a camera, bro, like you should want to take it out and practice and get better. Because I mean, you're not really a master. I don't think that you're gonna ever be a master, because it's always gonna be a new technique that you can use. It's always gonna be a new camera that's coming out that you gotta relearn different, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, just keep going out. So like, keep going out, keep practicing, keep figuring out what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like to do, test it out, you know what I'm saying, trying out new things and stuff like that. Because every time I go out, I'm always trying something new. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't until this year, you know, like what, February, that I started using like white balance. So whenever I got the camera all last year, I was never using my own white balance. I was just using the auto, because I'm like, bro, I ain't going in and doing that. And then I was just like, you know what, let me try it. I've been hooked ever since. So every camera that I turn on now, I try to set my own custom white balance every single time. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. Just really depends on how I'm feeling that day. But yeah, man, that's the Sony A7 IV, you know. I don't know why it's not focusing like it should, but yeah. A7 IV, man. Moving on, to pair that, I have the Shure, the 16mm f1.2. This is an E-mount, so I use this. Oh, that's gonna be too bright. Hold up. But yeah, so I use this for the Sony. Right. I use this one. So obviously it's an APS-C lens. If you know, you know. It's an APS-C lens. So whenever I put it on, it's obviously not a 16mm anymore. It's a 24, but that's fine, you know. Cause before I had the kit lens that came with the Sony to begin with. That was my only lens that I was rocking out with for months. So whatever, I forgot the focal length on that. It's either 28-70 or 24-70. Oh, that's my work phone. But yeah, no. So yeah, I had the kit lens for forever, and I mean it was cool until I felt like it ain't cool no more. So then that's whenever I got the Surrey. I got two of them. I got the 85 millimeter, the Aurora, and then this one, because I was just like, they all the way f1.2 and f1.4. Yeah, the Aurora was like f1.4. So I was just like, that's perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? This camera already, no, I said this camera, I'm on the Lumix right now. This camera right here, the dual base is 800 and 3200. So I was just like, if I can go down to 1.4, 1.2 on either one of these lenses, I'm good. But as soon as I got the 24 to 70, I went ahead and traded in that 85 millimeter because I was like, bro, I don't need it, bro. Like, it was good, it was cool, it was sometimes sharp, sometimes it was. Sometimes I was getting like a little blurry image, and I didn't really care for that. And so like I hit up like Surrey, trying to see like, yo, is this my fault on my end? Is this y'all fault? Like, I was really trying to figure that one out. I was like, is this a user error, or is this like a manufacturer type error? So I was trying to figure that out and see if they would send your boy a new one. They did not send your boy a new one. So I just went ahead, traded it in once I got 24 to 70, and it's all been working out ever since. Can't complain. But moving on, you know, some little Fujifilm wipes. I feel like that's gonna be overly bright. I got these at a Fujifilm event that I went to. It was just like a little random one. These guys that was like Fujifilm reps, I guess, they popped out up here to Charlotte, and then they just was like demoing stuff. I'm playing around with the lighting in here because it's like the Wi-Fi is out, so like the key light I can't use. So, but I'll explain the lights that I am using in a second. So I'm hoping that once I get done with everything looks okay. Because right now my monitor is looking horrible. I really just need to reset it to default and then just kind of go back from there. But anywho, next, you know, roll mics. I got one on right now. Y'all can't see it, but right here, this is like the little magnet that I got for it, and then y'all can obviously hear that. So roll mic, as you can see, it's the wireless Go 2. You know, I got the little this thing, I got it off Amazon, you know. And I got this little magnetic thing. I think I got it from Amazon too, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a little clip, and then you clip one piece to like this part on the back. You clip like a magnetic piece up there, and then it just turns into a magnet. That's the only thing I don't like about the Rode ones. Like, I gotta spend bread just to get a magnetic piece. DJI already come with one. Get it together, Rode. Then I got like a extra cloth, and then I got this filter. This should be my black mist filter. It is the Black Diffusion, the 1/8 strength for 67 millimeter. This thing dirty. That's crazy. That's dirty. But anywho, yeah. So that's that. Hold on, I ain't even show y'all. I just threw it back in the bag. But yeah, pretty much the same as that one I got on this lens right now on this camera, except for the one I'm using right now is a 1/4 strength. I've been thinking about getting a 1/2, but then I was seeing people like, oh, like it's just too much diffusion, da 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 da. So I think I want to get the strong, like some of the strongest ones I could find, and just use them, just to see like what type of feel, look, vibe I can create whenever I'm recording. But yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, also to pair with this, my Sony, you know, I have this top handle. If we can get it up there, which way? It's usually not hard. Okay, so boom, got the, and then it's just, bro, like there we go. It just slides into this top part, and then yeah, it got a top handle, and then now boom, I'm a videographer, and then you can put it this way, how it is right here, or you can turn it around and do it this way. And then now I'm like this with it, you know. You can, and then it come with 2 extra cold shoes. Got the top one, the back one, or you know, whichever way you want to call it. And then it come with obviously 2 extra cold shoes on the top, right there and right there. Then a whole bunch of different mounting points. And it's crazy that I enunciated that because I never say mounting or mounting. I say mounting. Like anytime I'm talking about something getting mounted, mounting. But moving forward, you know, I got a fan. What is this? A Ulanzi? Yeah, got a Ulanzi fan for the Sony, because everybody was like, before I really got heavy into it, everybody was like, oh, like it overheats, bro. Like, you know, you want to worry about your cooling where you're recording at 4K 60. Don't really record at 4K 60 that much, so that's really not that big of an issue. But I did take my camera out during the summer a few times last year where I was like really recording, like broad daylight, really hot outside, and like really like recording even on 4K 30. And I think the camera, I don't think it really overheated, but it was getting very hot just because it was already hot outside. So I was just like, let me be proactive instead of reactive. So I went ahead and got it just in case, but I already knew I wasn't gonna be recording at 4K 60 that much, because I mean, I really had no purpose. Like, I really just do 4K 24, 4K 30, and then I'm fine. Because that's really all anybody pretty much needs. Like, until you're getting in like fast motion stuff, you really don't need 4K 60 unless you about to do a whole bunch of like slow-mo. Blower. Yeah, a little blower that I got from this little cheap kit from Best Buy, just to like clean off the sensor and even like dust off like the camera, the lenses and all that good stuff. But I do want, it's a better one on Amazon that I want, and I've been eyeballing it for some time. I think it's only like maybe $12 or something like that. So eventually I'm gonna get that. Moving forward, what else I got in here? I don't know. This is it. I'm lying. It's more than that. So now we're gonna move in. Oh no, I'm tripping. So this ain't in the camera bag right now, but that's just because I took it out and put it in a regular bag that I was walking around with. So let's also call this the camera bag, which is one of my coach bags that I take around town. So yeah, boom, Fujifilm X-T30 Mark II. I want the Mark III badly, and I plan on trading this in at some point to get the Mark III. Only because the Mark III has 6K open gate recording. It's not that big of a deal, but this camera has limitations whenever it comes to video. And I don't use this camera primarily for video, but there are times where I don't have no other camera besides this one. And if I want to record something, I don't really want the limitations that this one has. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be one thing if this was like my point and shoot camera over there, where it's like, this is just a little BS camera that I carry around and I don't really care too much about how the video is. But I care when I got this, because this is a somewhat high quality camera. You know what I'm saying? And at some point I'll drop in-depth videos on like the cameras that I got like separately, so that way I can just focus on those instead of like, here's this camera I got and just explaining for 10 minutes on about it. That's just too much. That'd be like a 2-hour long video. But yeah, man, I got some little accessories for it. You know, I got that right there. You know, nothing too crazy. And then I got like obviously the little things. If you know, you know what these are. It just attaches. If I can reach it, it just attaches to this, you know, little camera strap that I keep back there. I hardly ever use it. But yeah. And then another thing too, like if I do want to record, bro, I can't even record with a mic if I wanted to. So that's another con. This is what usually is also in the actual camera bag and not just my coach bag, the Pocket 3. Everybody know about the Pocket 3. Everybody love the Pocket 3. I got this before I got the A7 IV. So yeah, this was my second official camera buy. My first was my M50 that's up here for streaming whenever I'm on Twitch and stuff. I'm not taking that down to show y'all because it's not never in my camera bag anymore. But yeah, you know, Pocket 3. I do plan on getting the Pocket 4 and that Pocket 4P. one of the, probably the big one. I probably won't get the regular Pocket 4. And I ain't trading this one in, and I ain't selling it. So if you see this, and you ask me, am I selling it? I'm not selling it. And this ain't directed at nobody. This is just a general conversation right now. I'm not selling it. To me, this is low-key like a technology like type marvel. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why would I sell this? This gotta last for forever. But anywho, then I got, you know, some filters for it because it do be bright outside and the video can get washed out. So like everybody that be recording with theirs and they be like, oh, I don't like the camera quality of the Pocket 3. I feel like it don't got good camera quality. Yes, it do. You just need to lock in and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like what it is that you gotta do to make sure it get right. So that's that. On the side right here, I got, what is it? Oh yeah, this is my Insta360 phone gimbal. You know, I hardly ever use this anymore, but this I got around the same time that I got the Pocket 3. Or which one did I get first? I think I got this first, then the Pocket 3, because yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna just start on my phone. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was like, I'm gonna just start on my phone, and then I got the Pocket 3 right after. So like maybe some months after is whenever I got the Pocket 3. So I started with this Pocket 3. Then in January 2025, that's whenever I got the A7 IV. That's exactly how all that went. Let's see what else it is that I gotta show y'all that's in this camera bag. I think the rest of it is really just like cables and stuff. So yeah, like the front pocket, USB-C cables, nothing crazy. You know, just the norm of anybody that got a camera bag. I will hope that you walking around with extra cables. These were some lavalier mics that I had bought on Amazon, and I used them for a couple of videos, and then I decided I'm never using these again, just because like they scrape too much on your clothes, bro, and I'm not doing all that taping stuff. I ain't got time for it. So it's like I didn't like the quality that came from them because of that. So I just said, nah, I'm not finna use them no more. And so I just bought this magnetic piece like I got on right now. I've just been using that. Don't know how this table just fell. Oh shoot. That's crazy. But anywho, yeah, and then also Pocket 3 accessories. You know, you got the big boy adapter battery piece, and then the little tripod piece for it. Let's see what else is in here. Hopefully the table don't fall again. Oh yeah, a SD card holder. I was looking at it like, dang, what in the world is this thing? I bought this, you know, hoping that I would have had more SD cards by now, and you could just like swap these things out and not have to format them. Has not happened yet, so I'm gonna continue formatting until the end of time. And then it's also like a Ulanzi trap. Why am I about to explain it whenever I can just go get it? And then so lastly, what's usually in the bag, like unless I'm swapping stuff out, but this is usually always on the side of the bag. This Ulanzi tripod. I have a love and hate situation type thing with this because it's made on the cheaper side, so it doesn't really hold my setups properly like I want. A lighter setup, yes. Like if I was to put obviously like the little Fujifilm up there, it would hold that a lot better. But whenever I put my big boy cameras up there, bro, it just like as soon as I put it up there and I try to tilt it a certain way, it just like goes like that or leans forward or leans back, and I don't like that. So I want to get the PJY Tech one, and I'm hoping that one is a better one. If not, then I'm gonna just call it quits on these type, and then just get like the regular tabletop tripods. The main advantage of these is because of like obviously the PJY Tech with the Mantis pod is like this is supposed to, this part right here, I hope y'all can see that, like this little clip is supposed to hang on the stuff, and you're supposed to be able to like video like that. The problem is if you got a heavy setup, you're cooked. Even if your setup ain't even like fully decked out with the monitor and all that other good stuff, like if it's just a bigger camera with a decent sized lens, bro, you're cooked with this one. Okay, I'm not saying that the PJY Tech one will do this. I haven't had it yet to really say, I'm assuming that it's, you know, the quality is a lot better, and I would hope that the quality is a lot better. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Hold up. I mean, that's fun. But yeah, that's what's usually in the bag, like almost every single time. Also got my monitor and what I'm recording on right now, the S5 Mark II by Lumix Panasonic. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby right there. It's my favorite camera. Nothing wrong with my Sony. Nothing wrong with my Sony at all. Love my Sony to death. But it's just something about that Lumix, bro. Like, ever since I got my hands on it, bro, I don't know, bro. They're usually in my bag. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I swap stuff out. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm just like, you know what? Instead of carrying the Sony, we're gonna carry the Lumix and vice versa. And then obviously when we talk about like my personal bag, sometimes that varies. Sometimes there's no camera in there at all. Sometimes it's literally just lint. It just really all depends on how I'm feeling. But I really do try to carry my cameras around just in case, because you never know like what's gonna be going on. You know, I done had that happen like 2 times where I was just like, nah, ain't no point in me taking my camera out. I get outside, it's cool stuff going on, like stuff that would be good for video, good for photography. I got nothing on me besides my phone. Not saying that my phone is bad at any of those things, but the look and feel of it just be completely different from a phone than a dedicated camera. Yeah, that's what's usually in there. But now, let's talk about the newest additions. And the newest additions is 2 of these bad boys, you know? 2 of these, the Amaran 25X. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 in the same color, this like silver color. You know what I'm saying? They really about to come in handy. They really about to be a game changer. Because like I said earlier in the video, right? I don't have Wi-Fi right now because for some reason there was an outage, and the outage been going on all day. They said the Wi-Fi will be back on at 8. It's 8:41 right now. No Wi-Fi because it ain't on my computer, and my computer is hooked up to Ethernet. That's besides the point. But these are bi-color. These ain't the 25Cs where it got the RGB, which is fine. I would have got those, but I don't feel like spending $100 on one light right now. I spent $140 on 2 lights. I feel like that just make more sense, because it's just like the RGB is cool, RGB is nice. The problem is how many times will I be using that RGB? When you have it, you will find ways to use it, but on a normal day-to-day, I just need a light for light, and they're very bright. Like this right here, this is 100%, and like it can light up the entire room. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too bright. It's too much light, right? This right here, the light that I'm using right now, I think this one is on 30%, and I won't know until I put this in DaVinci how well this light did in terms of like making sure this video don't look like, you know, some nonsense. Even though I know this video gonna look real amateur anyway, because like I said, I don't have a key light, and I planned on having this. It's okay, you know what? It's okay. I ain't even gonna be doing all that. But anywho, yes, I did just buy, you know what I'm saying, the lights from Amaran. Shout out Amaran. You know, if y'all see this, I would, you know, love to have those panel lights, or you know what I'm saying, 300Cs, whatever, you know, whatever y'all feel like sending your boy, you know, any of y'all, Lumix, Fujifilm, Sony, Canon, Nikon, Amaran, Rode, DJI, it don't matter who y'all is, bro. If y'all see this and y'all want to send me something, you know what I'm saying, I would greatly appreciate you, Lanzy, PGY Tech, somebody. You know what I'm saying? It would be greatly appreciated if y'all sent y'all boy something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna complain. And then another piece, last but not least, this, my V&D filter that got broke. You know, it's supposed to be 2 sides of these like little levers, these little orange pieces. But whenever I was recording the video of me building this desk right here, this is a Husky workbench. Whenever I was building this, my Sony fell off the tripod I'm using right now, which is like a little Joby, little content creator tripod that I done had ever since what, the beginning of 2024 or something like that. I got it because that's whenever I was like, yeah, I'm about to get in my content bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be a lifestyle little TikToker or something like that. I mean, I'd still kind of do it, but like, I just did not take that full time. That's not what I'm supposed to be talking about. This right here, V&D, you know, this is the 2 to 32 V&D. So I think that's what is that? 1 to 6 stops. I can't remember. 67 millimeter, nothing crazy, but this also has the CPL on it, so like cuts out reflections on cars, water, mirrors, not mirrors, I think maybe mirrors, but windows, stuff like that. You know, to cut out the reflections, and then you can just get a better image, right? But that's the point of the CPL, the V&D, is to cut out some light. So if I put this up there like that, you see how dark that is? You know what I'm saying? That's on max strength. But if I went like this, you see a little difference, but you don't see that. You saw a lot of difference, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so cuts out light. Everybody like, oh, like it's like sunglasses for your camera. I get that analogy. I don't know if I necessarily like that analogy. I feel like it's a better way to describe it than sunglasses for your camera. I just had to come up with a better analogy, so for now, I'ma just let that rock. But anywho, yeah, man, that's usually. Hold up, let me double check. Oh yeah, these two. This right here. This is usually in my camera bag too. This is just a USB-C adapter. It's like got different USB-C ports and then like an HDMI and an Ethernet. I really only be using it for the USB-C, and then I got this USB-C and USB-A SD card reader. I just bought a new one that is much faster, but it ain't the real one that I want. Like, I want either the Pro Grade or the Angel Bird one. I just got like a little cheap one from Best Buy, so the Insignia one. So it's much faster than this Platinum one though. But yeah, man, that's usually what's in my camera bag, but that's not all the stuff I own. But we ain't gonna get into that today. We're gonna let that simmer for some time, right? We'll make a video of what we gonna call it. All of the camera gear that I own, all of the camera tech I own, all of the gear that I own, all of the camera. I don't know. We'll figure that out. That's not important right now. And that's what's usually in my camera bag, bro. Like I said, sometimes I be swapping that stuff out, so it just all depends on how I'm feeling. And then that's just that, bro. But yeah, I don't know if I really said it. I don't know if y'all really care, but I got the Gerald Undone purple HDMI cord and a random blue, you know, dupe of a Condor blue 3.5 millimeter jack. I mean, I don't think that's really that important. I don't think y'all really care. But yeah, yeah, man, this was a decent video to make. You know, it was definitely different than what I'm used to. Cause like I said, I'm normally doing like vlogs, regular like lifestyle, just me being me. But like, yeah, this was definitely different, and I kind of want to do more of these. I've been talking about it, and I think I'm gonna do more. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. I do want to do more of these next time. Don't know exactly which one it will be, but I hope it's good. Anywho, I will see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a good one. Once again, it was your boy, Living Like Jenk, Jeremiah, signing out.